it's Misty from the Joyful Elf. Welcome back to another week of videos. This week we're going to be focusing on the Falling Flower stamp set, and I'm also going to be pairing this with the May Flower framelits. Those are the ones that coordinate. In each video series, in the series, I'm going to use a different color palette. So for today's card, I'm going to use our Brights color palette, and we're going to make this really bright and fun. I think it's a very striking card. So head over with me to my craft table and we'll get started. Stamp set. So you're going to see 3 cards using this stamp set this week. And since this stamp set doesn't have sentiments with it, I am going to be bringing in probably at least a couple of other stamp sets so we can have a sentiment. I may do 1 card with that one. We'll see. I'm also going to be, so today I'm going to be using the Scenic sayings, and I'm going to be using this congrats. Get those out of the way. I'm also going to be using the coordinating Mayflowers framelit. This cuts this flower, this leaf, and this little bud and these 2 flowers, and then it also has a separate big flower that I'm not going to use today. And then I'm also going to be using the lots of labels, and I am using the 2nd and 3rd largest. So my color palette today is going to be very bright and very what's the word I'm looking for? Like very bright. And I want a lot of contrast. So I'm using basic black, and then this piece of paper from the Pop of Pink designer series paper. This is the black and white stripe. I absolutely love it. I'm using that along with Whisper White. And then I have Bermuda Bay, Melon Mambo, Pumpkin Pie, and then of course basic black and white for my die cutting. So I'm going to actually start by assembling the first part of my card. I'm going to take this piece. This card's base measures 4 1/4 by 11, scored it at 5 1/2 to make a top folding card. This is probably one of my favorite card layer bases ever. I make a lot of top folding cards. I don't know, I just like them. And if you're new to my channel, I don't stamp sentiments on the inside of my cards. I like to leave enough room to either write a recipient a note, or if I happen to give these out, then I want the person who is giving it to have enough room to write what they want to say. I will do a series later down the road where we do finish the inside of the card and possibly even envelopes. So if that's something that, hello Misty. If that's something that you want to see, leave me a comment down in the comments down below. Give this video a thumbs up so I know that's something that you're interested in. Okay, so we are done with the card base. I'm going to put it somewhere. Let me make it straight first. Oh, come on now. I almost thought I had cut this crooked, but I didn't. The stripes are playing tricks on me. Excuse me. I've been working on getting my blood sugar back under control, and this week it's actually been where it's supposed to be, in the hundreds. And so, that's just gonna have to work. So I'm tired when it gets a little low. Excuse me. Okay, I'm gonna use basic black. That's gonna bug me. Okay, I am gonna use basic black, and I'm gonna stamp the congrats on my piece of white paper. I'm gonna stamp first on all of these and then cut them out because I wanna make sure that I have my stamping correct. And that was a little... There we go. It doesn't necessarily have to be straight because I can straighten it with the die cut. Leave it to me to get something on it. And this is why I'm stamping first. Now you know. Guys, this is the last week to take advantage of the 2 free stamp sets if you want to join Stampin' Up. And like I've been telling people, you can get those really expensive stamp sets as your free stamps if you want. Okay, let me put this ink pad back where it belongs. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. So this is going to cut out like that. Like this. Roxy has been on my desk. I can tell. And this is going to cut out that. I'm going to set that to the side and I'm going to bring in my flowers. So I'm going to use my Melon Mambo. I'm just using some scraps and I'm going to do tone on tone. So on these stamps, especially the flowers, you're going to see these tabs. These tabs are important. You're going to want to remember how you stamp because there are tabs on the top of the dies. So this is how it's going to line up when you cut it. Okay? So I have my tab up and I'm going to remember that my scallop is in the top right corner. And I'm going to try to stamp 3 of these. I'm probably going to over stamp, like stamp too many. I'd rather have more than I need than not enough. Oh, that flower is so pretty. I think you guys can see that. So the stamps I have today are the clear mount, which means that they are red rubber that can be used on a clear block. It's kind of the best of both worlds. So people who still enjoy, you know, a red rubber stamp, you have the red rubber, but you also have the flexibility of using an acrylic block. It's a little bit easier to store. They store in the DVD cases, etc., etc. Okay, so I'm gonna put that to the side. Next is going to be our pumpkin pie. I did these colors together on a Jolly Mail and I loved it. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to do that. I need to do that again for my channel. We may get a visit from a CAT. She's been up and down today. Oh, that one didn't stab very well. The good thing about this one is I'm kind of getting ink on the tab. So I'll at least know where the tab is, right? I appreciate everyone's feedback. You guys seem to enjoy this series. I'm going to keep it up. There will be some times where I kind of expand and we focus on pattern papers and those kinds of things as well. So leave me comments and let me know what you want to see, because I am definitely here to do what you would like. I will be doing the mason jar stamp pretty soon. I love that stamp set and I love the dies. And we may actually do 2 weeks of that one. I haven't quite decided. So I'm probably going to do 5 of these. Will this fit? Probably. Oh, maybe. Awesome. Okay. So I'm going to fast forward real quick. I'm going to clean my stamps so I don't get ink everywhere. And then you will see me die cut these. Well, I'll show you how I line them up. And then I'll be right back. Oh, damn, I'm so sleepy. Whew. Okay, I am going to bring in the Big Shot and I'm going to show you how I line up these, and then I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through these parts. This part, since there's only one die per image, and I'm going to be cutting out several of them. So let me move this out of the way so you can kind of see. Your best friend for this is going to be your magnetic platform. Dang, that's making some noise. So I have my magnetic platform on the bottom. I have a cutting plate on top. I'm gonna add this one, and I'm gonna remember that my tabs were up top. So I'm gonna find my tab. Sometimes the magnetic platform is a blessing, and sometimes it's a little bit of a curse. It's like, is there supposed to be a little bit of a border? That looks pretty daggum good. So I'm going to run it through. And we have a little flower. So let me get these done and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have all my pieces. Let's start assembly. I'm gonna use snail to adhere my label layers. Jeez, Louise, Misty. Can you tell him how to practice? Daggum. Jay's all wise. There we go. Okay, so that's gonna go right here. See, just trying to arrange these. Do we want all three of these on this side? Is that too pink heavy? Yeah, it's too heavy on this side. So let me start there because I know that's where I want those to go. how pretty are these colors together? Maybe I'll add. There we go. Oh no, it hangs off. That's not gonna work. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. Add some, a little bit of snail. Oops. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay, who knew that floral arrangement on a card would be so difficult? Right? I just want it to be pretty. So really, you could do this however you wanted, but this is how I am choosing to do it. How's that? Perfect. Okay, so let's get this attached. And I'm using snail because I don't want to add any extra dimension because it's already going to be bulky because of the flowers. So I'll do it just like that. Perfecto. I am going to pop up one flower. And I'll do this pumpkin pie flower on this side. Just like that. And we're going to save that one. Maybe we'll put that on the inside. Look at me. Look at me thinking out loud. Oh, I love that. Okay, yeah, we're going to put this on the inside because I don't want to waste it. And I'm going to try to do a different color scheme with the next card. So I'm just going to put that right there. You could cut off the back if you want. I'm just going to put it in a little bit larger of an envelope. And last thing, you could use the enamel dots. We have the in color, the brights, the subtles, and the regals, but I am going to use the white accents instead because I want white accents. I want white. I don't want. So I'm going to put one on a pink flower and then the other two on the pumpkin flowers because we want 3. And the only odd we don't have is going to be the limb or the leaves, but that's okay. Whew. That took me a total of 27 minutes. holy cannoli, you won't see 27 minutes of video because I am going to edit out a lot of it. So anyway, all right, guys, this is card number 1 in our Falling Flower series. I really love it. I hope that you do too. So as always, I will link all the supplies in the description box down below. Don't forget, this is the last week to join Stampin' Up! Get the 2 free stamp sets. What else do I need to tell you? This is the last week to sign up for Hostess Club, which starts July 1st, which is Friday. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and Twitter. And I will see you in the next one. Oh, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you already haven't. Bye for now.